What a great win. What a great win for our university, for our players, for our coaches. The resiliency they saw, unbelievable. Quick update on Matt Wilcox before we get rolling here. Matt's got movement and feeling in all extremities. Had some issues that they needed to neurologically take care of and look at, and I know from the last report I got, he's doing well. He was on FaceTime with us in the locker room. He had his neck brace on still. His family's there with him. Our trainers are on the way over there right now. But we gave him the game ball, and what a great young man. What a scary situation. You don't know how you react on that. You think you're going to be tough. I'm taught to be tough, but it's hard to sit there and see that and know that's somebody's son. But we're thankful for the good Lord above that everything seems to be okay. Sorry about that. But so we're proud of Matt. I'm really proud of, and I want to say this, Kristen Peterson and Kay, our two athletic trainers, what a fantastic job they did out there with Matt and how they handled the situation. And it just, shows the professionalism that they both have, and they're brand new to us this year, and we're blessed to have them, and I really appreciate that. I know Matt will say the same thing. But anyway, back to the game. What a gregreat victory. I think we could have done some things a lot better, obviously, in the second half offensively, at times defensively. But, you got it. We tell them all the time, don't look at the scoreboard, and they're the ones that didn't do it. I mean, they didn't look at that scoreboard at all. They kept fighting, and we got that thing into overtime and it looked dreary. And what can you say about Parker McKinney? I mean, what a great quarterback. I don't know if there's one better at this level. I'm just really happy he's a Colonel. Glad he's here, and his development and his passion and his competitive edge and his love for this place is really, really on point. And we're lucky to have him. You're going to talk to Kyle. I mean, transfer portal, what about that, Got a guy like that plays his heart out, that tackles, that infected our team in such a way when he got here that he was elected captain. Matt Jackson, what a great player too. I mean, the list goes on. Our guys just continue to push and play. Really proud of them and really proud of our staff. I mean, those guys just keep fighting and fighting and fighting, and I'm lucky to have them. So with that, I'll open it up to any questions.
Coach, talk about the recovery from the team after Matt's injury. Obviously, it takes a lot out of the team, and you got to go out and still try to win a football
Right.
game. I know it's hard for you as coaches as well. Guys who may experience those kinds of things.
Well, yeah, those guys probably are a lot closer. I mean, we're close to him, don't get me wrong, in a different way. They're close to him. And then the reality is they got to go out there and put themselves in the same situations. The good thing is we knew early that he was okay. So I was in communication with our both staffs, both on the headset, and let them know, hey, he's okay, but we got to do some things. And so, they bled that throughout the team. And I think that, gives them comfort and ease knowing, all right, he may have some things to recover from, but it's not maybe so life-altering that it's going to be, bad. And then Gary McPeak, our director of football operations, I told him he went and got his parents and got everybody together and he had them right there so they could get with him too. So, just proud of our guys in the mindset. You have to be mentally tough in this game. Injuries are going to happen, things are going to happen, and you got to put a pass because you still got to go out there and finish the game. And I think that shows the character of the young man in that locker room.
Dakota has made the transition to tight end pretty well this season.
He has.
Record-setting night tonight. Have you been impressed with his growth throughout the season?
Had a record-setting night. That's great. What record did he set?
Most catches for himself.
Oh, okay.
And most yards.
That's awesome. That's good to hear. Well, he's a weapon. I mean, he's an athlete. He's a competitor. He's tough. He's got to, do some things in the run game to get better, and he knows that. And some of that's, an off season will really help him out, And but he loves EKU. He loves EKU football. Here's a guy that lost a quarterback job, came in on his own, went to tight end. And, I was skeptical, to be quite honest with you, and not skeptical of him. It's probably because I didn't get to know him as well as I needed to. And I asked him, I said, why didn't you transfer? He said, I'm not a quitter. He said, I came here to play ball. I'm not a quitter. And, that speaks volumes for his character and the type of guy he is and his competitive pride. And so I'm really pleased with how his development is. That's, goes to Kevin McKeithen, our tight ends coach, and Andy Richmond, our coordinator and offensive coordinator, and their development of him. But it also goes to his commitment to being developed.
Coach, what's it like to finish the season off with a win and win your second opportunity bowl?
Well, it's great to, hopefully we're not going into the off season yet. But if we do have to go into the off season, then you go in with a smile on your face. You go in understanding where you're at. You can look back fondly at some things. It wasn't going, we still got a lot of things we got to work on this off season and when we ever get to it. But it's always good to have that. It helps recruiting. It helps, with winter workouts, our 4-quarter program, all the things that you do. Winning is good, and everybody loves a winner. We know that. And, I'm just proud of our team and our organization. I'm talking about our support staff, our athletic directors and everybody. Yes, our record needs to be better, and it will be. But, where we're moving towards, I think we're going in the right direction right now.
One more for you. You moved Dakota to tight end. We're playing some wide receiver. Are you going to have Parker playing running back next year?
He might could, right?
Yeah, I know you already talked about Parker, but his game has grown a lot this season with his mobility.
I say this all the time, and I don't mean it's probably not true, but Parker might be one of the only guys to ever play backyard football on our team. He's maybe 1 of 10, and I think that shows you his love for the game. I mean, he comes from a little small town, this, that, and that. I know he's tired of hearing about that, but it's true. He loves football, and he's probably played it his whole life, and he's carried a team his whole life, and and that's why we're lucky to have him. All right, thank you guys. Appreciate y'all.
You just talk about how that all worked out.
I think it really all just worked out with the team being very young, and then us getting, I think it was like 9 transfers in. They were kind of older guys, and we all just came in, and we I think the biggest thing we did was just teach people how to buy in, because them being a young team, a lot of people, especially after the previous year they kind of had where they weren't the best, weren't the worst, you don't really know what you want to do. You're kind of on the fence. And I think that's the biggest thing that we did was just come in here and buy in immediately. All 9 of us was like, this might be the last time we play. We giving it all. And then that just rubs off on people. I think even our scout guys, they come in and watch extra film trying to learn how they can manipulate us. Like, who does that?
Talk about the fight tonight and where you really think the turning point in the game was.
I think that the biggest turning point in the game was when we went down there and we scored the first time. I think seeing 22 seconds on the clock and we're about to get the ball, and offense may have not been the best throughout the season, struggle sometimes during the game. That's just no situation that any offense wants to be in. And just to see them boys go out there and give it their all and never give up once, they scored, I think, with 2 seconds left on the game. It ignites a fire, especially in your heart. Like, I never quit for these guys because they'll never quit on me.
Same question you talked to Coach about after Matt went down. Obviously, it's changes the mood a little bit in the game. So what did you guys as the players do to help the guys get ready to get back out?
I think the biggest thing that you have to do, especially in situations like that, because a lot of these guys are young, and that's probably the first time they've ever seen someone get off on a stretcher. So that can deter you from wanting to play this physical sport. And I think the biggest thing that you tell them is that, hey, like, that brother went out there and put it all on the line for us. So when it's your time, you're going to do the same thing. And that's just how it is. No one plans to get hurt. No one wants to get injured. But if I'm going to get injured, I'm going to do it going full speed for my teammates.
And what's it feel like to win the Opportunity Bowl?
It feels great. Especially just how much they talked about this last year and how much it meant to them with it being during the pandemic and everything, and them bringing it back. I think that was a great idea, and I think that it just made it more meaningful. You don't always feel like you're playing for something, but especially here, you always feel like you're playing for something, especially on the Opportunity Bowl. It's just something on the line.
Anything else?
I don't think so.
Awesome. Thanks, Kyle.
Thank you.
Thank you.